Hello, hello. So, as you guys know, I used to teach, well, maybe most of you don't know, but I used to teach math. My last position was social science teacher, and also a little bit of science. But as an economist, most economists know a little bit of history, but in my house, and I don't know, I love history. So, I have these questions that I love to ask people that they think they know a lot of history. And they're really weird questions, but after I ask them, I will answer them. The first one: why did Stalin didn't speak Russian? Well, at the beginning, he learned later, but I just asked that, like why did Stalin had to learn Russian? So let me explain that one. Stalin wasn't from Russia; he was from Georgia, and they speak a different language there. He actually had a thick accent for a long time. Second question: why did Napoleon spoke Italian? When did he learn French? If your teacher knows, this one is kind of easy. Napoleon is from Corsica, and Corsica is Italian by ethnicity. Like people there were Italian, but they were not too much, not too much time before Napoleon was born. So basically, Napoleon parents were born Italian, and when they were growing up, they were subjugated by the French, but they still spoke Italian. Napoleon kind of learned Italian because he was sent to the mainland. Because as I said, Corsica is an island. He was sent to the mainland to join the military academy, where he was teased a lot. Not particularly because he was short, more because he was Italian. His papers said French, but at the time people didn't see it that way, and a lot of historians will refer to Napoleon as Italian. He never lost his accent. So the question for a teacher is like when did and why did Napoleon have a French accent? If they look at you like, it's because they don't even know the history. The third one is this one is the easiest. Is like, do you know that Hitler was in Germany, Austria? Um, I love. I had a little issue with the connection. I love those three things because um, it's really random that three of the biggest kind of like leaders and that kill a lot of people weren't born in their countries or in their empires. Napoleon wasn't born French, even though by paper he was French, but as I said, he was Italian. Stalin wasn't Russian, he was Georgian, and Hitler wasn't German, he was Austrian. So the only thing there is that Austrians speak German, so Germans didn't really notice the difference, but Frenchmen and Russians did notice the difference of having someone in power with a thick accent from another place. They were actually immigrants in a way. Um, will be a little bit similar the Napoleon case as somebody born in Puerto Rico. Very kind of similar, you know. Somebody born in Puerto Rico speak Spanish and then just learning a little bit of English to go to the military academy in the States. Um, I had some other things in mind. This video was kind of motivated because in my last video, I um, I kind of mentioned that I was always really proud, or like not proud because I'm not Mexican, but um, the only army in America, when America is the whole continent, North America, Central America, and South America. America is not a country. I think we most of us know that. The only army that has beaten an empire army has been the Mexican army in La Batalla de Puebla. And in my video, I was kind of like talking about something else, but I wanted to explain what I said, that like Colombia and South America and all our countries, when we won independence, we weren't a country. So we cannot say Colombia beat the Spaniards because Colombia didn't exist. The same with the United States. The United States didn't beat the British Empire because the United States wasn't didn't exist. It actually was formed after defeating the British, and that's a big difference. So the only army that has beaten in America that has beaten a foreign empire has been the Mexicans in La Batalla del Puebla, and that's why a lot of my Mexican friends they are not really happy with how Mexicans in the United States celebrate Cinco de Mayo because most Mexicans actually don't really celebrate Cinco de Mayo as much as they celebrate La Batalla de Puebla. Um, and most people don't even know why they celebrate Cinco de Mayo. And it's a little bit sad because it becomes something as like that Irish day where people drink uh, green beer, and then Cinco de Mayo becomes the day of people just getting drunk with tequila and drinking burritos. They don't even know the history, but that's for another video. Um, as I said, if you go to Mexico, Mexicans really celebrate La de Puebla, and it's because it was a really big achievement. The achievement of the only army of a country in America that has been an empire. That history is amazing. There's a lot of movies about it. I recommend them. But please ask people, a teacher, like, why do we celebrate Cinco de Mayo? Ask them if they think they know something um, about Mexico. Ask them, or ask them like, shouldn't we celebrate La Batalla de Puebla more than Cinco de Mayo? So that's really important. But as I said, I'm going to repeat: ask these questions to your teacher so you know if they know history. Because if you don't know these basic things, they don't know shit. Ask them, why did Napoleon spoke Italian? Did you know that Stalin wasn't Russian? And if they tell you you're mistaken, just laugh at them and tell them go read. And the third one, ask them, where was Hitler from? And if they say Germany, just tell them no, it's Austria. All right, guys, I was biking a lot. Colombia is amazing. Let's take a ah, little look at my farm. Da, 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 da. Here, I don't know if some of my students are gonna be looking this, but Caleb, you see that? Remember I told you about the chip? They're up there. I haven't started the California worm thing because I've been working a lot on picking up coffee. Um, and my parents have a lot of like, for example, that right there. That's papaya. But everything down there is tangelo. It's like a really good and like, let's call it like a fancier orange. Um, you see down there, like a way down, we have corn, and inside the corn, basically all that stuff around here, all of that, here and here and here, is coffee. The coffee needs a lot of shade, and coffee is what is given us most of the money. Even though like this house is more like a house for my parents to retire, but it's a lot of land, and you can do a lot of things with land. And over there is this crazy roads, really, really like steep roads. I've been biking. I've been becoming really strong. Can't wait to go to California and like show off because here the altitude is crazy. Um I can't remember exactly, but today I went as high as 7,400 feet, and I don't know exactly how high I am because I don't really like feet. That's something like my teachers should just Just teach the math system. Right, guys, I'll let you go. If any of you need any help with math, this channel was essentially to make math videos, and I do have time here. I've been exercising a lot. Most of the time, I just have to supervise things here. Sometimes I work on the land, but most of the thing is like supervising, deciding what we're going to fumigate today, uh, looking at the tanks, looking at the water, um, making sure some cows from the neighbor over there doesn't get to us. Because up there, let's see if I can put it up. Up, up this hill up there is our border, and they have a lot of cows there. One of these days, I'm just gonna take the computer and like walk over the farm. Okay, que se portan bien, hijo de puchas. Chao.